K-pop idols' personal lives have always been the center of discussion, and they're used to it. However, just like everybody else, idols have unhappy inner recesses that they don't want to open up. So if you're talking to idols, just don't ask about these things. Number 1. V's grandmother. V is one of the famous personalities whose life can be described as from rags to riches. He once mentioned that he grew up on a farm as a countryside kid in Daegu. Like other poor people from the countryside, his parents were up to their necks in work to feed the whole family and provide all the necessities. As a result, they had no time to take care of V, and his paternal grandparent took up the responsibility of raising him. In 14 years, V was raised and cared for by his grandmother. Despite material deprivation, his grandma always tried to do as best as she could to ensure V a normal childhood. That's why she is the most important person in his life. And he loves her so much, V once shared in tears. She is the most precious person to me. V is always sad and regrets not being able to be with his grandma and take care of her in the last years of her life. He shared that he tried his best to win his first cup, so that he could use it to specially say thanks to her. Sadly, she couldn't wait until then. V's grandma passed away on September 3, 2016. When he was in the Philippines with BTS on the third muster. Though V tried hard to keep the smile on his face, he couldn't hold it anymore and cried so much that he couldn't talk properly. Then he revealed the heartbreaking message about his grandma's death to all the fans. That must have been the most devastating moment in his life, since he couldn't stay by his grandma's side at the last moment. More sadly, the day of her funeral was the same day BTS won their first award. After winning the award, V specifically thanked his grandmother and said he wished he had loved her sooner. Memories and stories about the deceased grandmother have become a sad part of V. His fans always keep in mind that they should not mention his grandma in front of him, as he would grieve and keep tormenting himself. Number 2. Sunmi's weight. Sunmi's beauty and charisma in the song Gashina helped her come close to the title of K-pop's sexy queen. Despite that, Sunmi is still said to look too thin as a whole. There were multiple times she was criticized for having toothpick legs and being malnourished. Sunmi once explained that she ate a lot and worked out regularly, but still couldn't gain any weight. There was even a time when she had to eat pork leg every day just to gain a few kilograms. On Knowing Bros, Sunmi revealed that she used to weigh only 41 kilograms at the time of the song Heroin. Sunmi's body weight was commented to be too irrelevant to the height of 166 centimeters. To be honest, this really pulls Sunmi's overall appearance down. Recently, when she returned with the song Porapipam, Sunmi looked more alive and was praised for looking healthier and curvier because she was determined to change her eating and living habits to improve her physique and get rid of the fear of losing weight uncontrollably. As for this matter, weight is a sensitive topic that should not be mentioned in front of Sunmi, as it will make her stressed and uncomfortable. So, no matter how thin she looks, fans always understand that Sunmi is really aware of her weight and tries to gain weight every day. Number 3. Kang Daniel's dad. After 101's disband in 2018, instead of joining any agency, Daniel decided to open his own company. So, at the age of 24, he is now a successful soloist and the CEO of Connect Entertainment. Fans always see his bright, positive side, but Daniel does have a topic he doesn't want to mention, which is about his dad. Although Daniel mentioned his father in a few shows, fans have always implicitly understood that he does not have many memories with his father. For Daniel, the word dad is something he doesn't want to hear. So Daniel grew up in Busan with only his mother, because his parents got divorced when he was younger. During an interview on MBC Radio Star, he shared,
춤만 춘 다음에 예고를 어쩔 수 없이 진학했었어요. 그때 학비가 너무 그때 집안 상황이
레슨비 이런 거
되게 어려웠어요. 어머니 혼자서 저를 이렇게 키우셨으니까.
He spent literally his childhood with his mother, who tried to support him with every good thing in life. That's why he feels so grateful towards his mom, and he's never shy to express it. You can see how close and loving they are in a 101 Go episode, when Daniel came back to Busan and visited his mom. On the other hand, Daniel and his dad hardly had any memories, since they didn't live together. They also don't get in touch very often because his father is always busy. Maybe Daniel isn't that close with his father, but he's always cared about him. Daniel revealed that he recently sent his dad money for dental treatment. What a dutiful son he is. The fact that Daniel's parents got divorced is a low note in his life. He may not talk about it, but deep down, fans know how sad he is. Therefore, whenever some question like, why do we never see Daniel talk about his father? Or who is Daniel's father? Pops up, fans will immediately remind people to stop mentioning that topic. Number 4. Yuna's mom. Looking at Yuna, fans can feel her positive energy. However, Yuna still has her own limit that she doesn't want anyone to touch. Just like Daniel, the visual goddess of Gen 2 doesn't want people to mention her family, specifically her mother. For Yuna, mother is a taboo word that evokes unhappiness in her heart. Yuna used to have a sad, incomplete childhood. She did not receive love and care from her mother. There's no exact information or official news about Yuna's mother, but many fans claimed that she abandoned her at a young age. Some say that Yuna's parents were divorced. Anyway, one thing for sure was that she had to go through many things without a mother by her side. Imagine how devastating it was for Yuna when she saw other children taken care of by their moms, and how that affected a kid's mind. Have you realized that not even once Yuna talked about her mom? At the 45th Big Song Arts Awards, when she won the Best Actress Award and held a speech, Yuna didn't mention her mother. Fans were also extremely sad when they saw Yuna singing Dear Mom. She just stood there still. Her throat was tight. It was almost impossible for her to sing that song. Therefore, fans and the rest of SNSD rarely talk about their mothers to avoid making Yuna feel sorry for herself. They also hope others will understand this, and don't ask questions about the painful past of the female idol. K-pop idols also have sad and sensitive corners that they themselves do not want to talk about, just like any of us. So be a little subtle when interacting with them to avoid awkward and heartbreaking situations. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to BeBoss TV because we'll be back with more interesting content. Thank you for watching.